Good morning, everyone. It's just gone 8 a.m. Indochina time. That's in Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Southeast Asia. Just gone 8 a.m. and that's the opening of the Singapore and Shanghai market, the Asia market. And you can see the chart here. We're on gold. Good morning, Howard. And just make the chart a little bit bigger and make me a little bit smaller. And there we are. Just make sure I'm live on YouTube here. Yeah, that all looks good. And you can hear me okay. Howard's the first one to join in, as usual. And is everybody ready for another exciting day? As you can see, we had Tokyo push the price up just a little bit, and then it went sideways. And now we've got Singapore and Shanghai have opened. But of course, we don't do anything on that first candle. Let's see what the price is going to tell us, what the direction is going to be. And in the meantime, let's go back and look at yesterday. Oh, what a day that was yesterday. Eh? Got the Singapore market open here, and it just went straight down, basically. Basically, just straight down. $166 drop. And that's from the beginning of the day, the high of the day, to the low yesterday. $166 drop. And it all started with the Singapore opened and went sideways most of the London session. And then New York. What did New York do? Well, everybody is selling. Everybody is selling gold. Everybody's short. And then New York, Wall Street opened. That's Wall Street right there. They did a liquidity grab, knocked out all the stop losses, all the pending orders, and then the real move started. The continuation down through the rest of the session until the close. And then we had a retracement, a pullback. And we're seeing a continuation of that retracement today. Now, why didn't gold just continue down? Why didn't it just keep going down? Why are we getting a retracement? Why is gold pulling back? So yesterday, with gold going down, U.S. oil went up. The price went up, and that's normal. That's what we would expect to see as the war continues to. It looks like the war is going to escalate. If that's the case, and it did look like that yesterday, with so much uncertainty about peace talks and they're going to do more bombing. It looked like it was getting worse. So gold goes down in price and oil goes up in price. That's what we saw yesterday. Now we're seeing gold is moving up and oil is dropping just a little bit. If we look at oil right quick, and oil is starting to come down. It did go up a little bit this morning, but now starting to drop. So thus far in the day, we're getting the opposite move of what we had yesterday. Can anybody tell me why that is? Thank you, Howard. All good? The sound? Okay, good. Good morning, Imani, or good evening to you in Chicago. So, here is my take on it, guys. What we're seeing is this retracement here, the pullback that gold is uh, turning up, the price is going up. Now, whether or not it will continue up through the day, well, anything can happen. We don't know. But last night, or just a few hours ago, in the U.S., a continuation of the ceasefire, and it sounded like he made that indefinite until Iran comes up with some kind of a permanent plan to restore peace and whatever. In other words, Taco Trump. So that's my take. I think it looks like having that continuation of the ceasefire is good, and that means that less likely for more bombing and more destruction and more escalation of the war. So gold can move up, and oil can start to move back down. At least that's my take on it. So we can bet on gold going down. Why do you say that, Imani? If there's less chance of an escalation of war, that means the price of oil will likely drop and gold will continue up. That's what I see as the big picture. Now, I could be wrong, and we could see uh, gold start to drop more. But this is what I'm saying. This is why I believe, because you see these green candles over here. You see this over here. This is when President Jesus announced that he would extend the ceasefire, and so that gave a chance for gold to recover. And we're seeing a continuation of that in the opening over here in Asia, but not seeing anything yet with. But generally, that's the big picture view, the macro view. If there's less chance of escalation of war, the price of oil will go down and gold will go up. But anything can happen. Now I need to put a steeper line in here. I believe I can. Yeah, that'll be okay. A steeper trend line there because I need 3 hours on this short time frame. I need 3 to 4 hours of data to be able to put my uh, steeper trend line. And let me just get rid of this. This is a little bit messy there, having the Tokyo thing. Okay. Now I just focus on what I'm seeing here. Right now we're at a pivot point. This is the pivot point standard indicator at 47.40. And the pivot point acts like a magnet. So the price will go up to the magnet, maybe pull away, then come back down to the magnet, or fall away from that and go back up to the magnet. But right now, this is kind of our starting point, 47.40. I didn't think we'd get below 48 last night, but we did. That was a massive drop yesterday, $166, 1,600 pips. So it's just now, right now, just sitting on our hands and wait and see what the market's going to tell us. Oh, you like Trumpty Dumpty? Yeah. Sometimes I say Donald Duck. You're old enough, same as me, Howard, to remember Donald Duck, the cartoon character. Could be a nice break. We have to see. See how it unfolds. But yesterday it didn't look like much. We'll go back to yesterday right quick. Yesterday, you're over in here and it's kind of sideways. It didn't look like much, but once it started down, boy, it never looked back. Wow, what a move that was! 1,660 pips. If you took one lot here, one lot short, and you got out over here at $16,000. But I don't think anybody in this group did that. I didn't do that. Oh, you guys. Anybody have a trade open right now on gold? I got up early today to watch this first candle on the Tokyo market, that one right there, but I didn't do anything. I just wanted to see sort of what the action was going to be with the start of Tokyo. I get a little bit of a downward movement, but I have to wait. Hmm. Anybody else have a trade open? Anybody watching? If you're new to the channel, be sure and let me know where you're watching from. Hey, good morning, Spaghetti. How are you doing today? Oh, you're in a short now with a super tight loss. Super tight, super tight stop loss. Okay, cool. But as we just been saying before you came in, I believe that the direction has changed because Trumpty Dumpty has announced a continuation of the ceasefire. Yesterday, it looked like they're going to have more bombing, and it was really the war was going to escalate. But now it looks like things have calmed down a little bit. The price of oil is dropping, and we did have this recovery late in the New York session, and the Asian market is reacting according to that, a continuation of the ceasefire, and apparently it's an indefinite continuation of the ceasefire to give the Iranians a chance to, well, whatever they're going to do, maybe restore peace or come to some terms or whatever. But if there's going to be a de-escalation of war in the Middle East, then that's good for gold. But anything can happen. We don't. I'm not trying to predict the market. I'm just saying what I have seen over the last 6 weeks of this war. Because if the war continues, that means the price of oil will continue to stay high, and that causes continuing inflation in the U.S. and Europe globally. And with rising inflation, that means that the central banks will put interest rates up, and that's good for the U.S. dollar, and it's bad for gold. That's just the macro picture. That's the big picture. Of course, we've seen gold changing from bullish to bearish to bullish from day to day, and that's just the situation we're in right now, with the war really driving the markets. Yeah, forget about holding a trade open on gold for several days or several weeks. Forget about that. You'll get whacked. Hello, Vicky Zolo, excellence. Good morning to you. I think you're probably watching from Africa. Yeah, forget about holding gold for very long. Just For me, I'm happy with a day trade, even just a few hours. That's okay. The market's just too uncertain, too unstable, changing from day to day. And what do we got here? That's the 810 candle. Now we're on the, oh, we're still on that candle there. Okay. Not much happening this first little bit here in the market. Just kind of, they're feeling their way along. But generally, since the market has opened in New Zealand and then Australia and Tokyo, we are seeing some bullish momentum. A correction, a retracement of the big drop that we had yesterday. And my outlook, I expect to see this continue to higher prices. That's just me, okay? I'm not suggesting or recommending that you go long or that you take the same trades I do. This is just for information purposes. You make your own decisions about how you trade, trust your strategy, use good risk management, protect your capital, use a stop loss like spaghetti is, use a stop loss. Always use a stop loss. Man, I don't know how anybody can trade without a stop loss. You're just asking for pain. So if anybody doesn't know my strategy, it's a trend line strategy. And I have an upward trend line here, a few downward trend lines. These go back to the monthly chart. This is a top down analysis from the monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and finally to the 10-minute chart. And if it breaks above and closes above my downward trend line, then I will go long. If it breaks below and closes below, then I will go short. And I will put the stop loss on the opposite side. So we've got another 1 minute on this candle. See if we make that a little bit bigger. Now, when you have those big moves like yesterday, the candles look really small. It really spreads out in the chart. Okay, I'm going to adjust my trend line a little bit there. Okay, let's see what the next candle will do. If I could get a break above and a close above this red line, then I'm going to go long. My stop loss would be just below this green line, right there at about 47.34. I always determine where my stop loss will be before I take the trade. Oh yeah, South Africa. Okay, I can't pronounce it. Vicky Solo Excellence. What a name. Vicky Solo Excellence. Yeah, it's very early for you there in South Africa. And in case I forget, let me just remind a few of you that you can reach out to me on Telegram. That's my ID at RickRayFX. That's my main messaging service. And if I do have a chat group for traders called Prosperity Rising, and if you want to be in that group, so you can chat with me, chat with other traders, just let me know. Reach out to me on Telegram. Let me know you want to be in that group. So I think it's going to be an interesting day. Today is Wednesday in Asia. It's still Tuesday in the U.S. It's Wednesday here in Asia. There's no more high impact news for the U.S. economy. There's something today on the British pound, but there's nothing today, tomorrow, Friday. There's no more high impact news on the U.S. economy. So it's all about the war in the Middle East. Okay, now we're getting a little bit of a push here. And let's see what's going to happen. Trading at what, 47.44? I am keen to go long, but I have to wait. I have to wait for that candle to close because until the candle is closed, it's not finished. It could come back down. And I have a precise strategy that I trust. Now we're getting some movement here. Hey, how about this? Time frames line up. Okay. Don't know what you mean by that. Time frames line up. Oh, if you're looking at different time frames, okay, they all telling you the same thing. Okay. I don't like to switch between time frames during a trade. Wow, look at this go. But it could fall back down. We've got another 6 minutes on this candle. But it does look bullish. Let me go over and look at my 4 hour chart and day chart right quick. I won't show them on the screen. Just have a quick look. Oh, bearish on the 4 hour, of course, after that big drop yesterday, and also bearish on the day chart. After a massive drop like that, that's what you're going to get. But that could change today. We're seeing that, the last few weeks. Bullish one day, bearish the next day, bullish the next day, bearish, bullish, neutral. It's all over the map. Now at 47.48. So we've moved up about $4, no, $8 from the pivot point. Still another 5 minutes. Okay, another 5 minutes on this candle. So I don't know where your stop loss was, Spaghetti, but you might be, you might already be out of that short trade. Now coming back down. So it doesn't look so certain. But this is normal on any candle. It's going to go up, pull back down, go up. But if it doesn't close above that red trend line, I'm not going to go long. I'll wait for the next one. And my stop loss would be at 47.33 if I go long. I've got another 4 minutes on this candle. Boy, when you're getting ready to take a trade, the time goes slow, eh? 47.46. Oh, yeah. Patience, patience, patience. Patience is the key. And Imani predicts that it will go up. And be aware, guys, I'm watching on the 10-minute chart, the 10-minute time frame. I used to do the 15-minute, but I think the 10-minute, they're very, very similar. but the 10-minute give me maybe a little bit of a chance to get in early on a good trade. Let's look at the 15-minute. You see, they're really similar, very similar. But on the 10-minute time frame, I don't have to wait that extra 5 minutes for the candle to close. And on both of them, they have broken above the trend line. So I like the 10-minute. And I might just throw in a moving average here. Let's see. My favorite EMA is the 8 EMA moving average. And we're now above the 8 EMA, which I like. We have a couple of dojis here before this bullish candle. This is all looking good according to what I call my T9 strategy. I use this generally on the shorter time frame, 5 minutes, but sometimes it's good for comparison, confluence, as we call it. Oh, what's it doing now? Going to drop back down below the trend line. Hmm. No. Yes. Oh, goodness. We got another 2 minutes on this one. Oh, look at that. It's chickening out. By the way, you guys don't forget to click that like button. It does help the channel. And of course, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click that little bell so you'll be notified when I make my regular or my occasional videos regarding indicators, strategies, etc. Well, my goodness, 30 seconds to go on this candle. And it's really touch and go. Is it closed above? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to hesitate. What do we got? 15 seconds. I'm not going to hesitate because my stop loss is going to be quite close. So I really do like this positioning here. 47.33 is where I'll put my stop loss. Okay, guys, I'm going to go long. Let me jump over to MT5 and I'm on gold. Put my lot size and just took a long trade. Let me put my stop loss in there. What did I say? 47.33. 47.33. Just waiting on that too. Okay, that looks really good. And that gives me okay, that's decent. Change that to the 15-minute time frame. Okay. I'm gonna put a take profit. I don't know how far it will go. It's already in good profit right now. I'm gonna put a take profit at can't really see the numbers. Just initially, I'm gonna put a take profit at 47.65. That's pretty close, but 47. I think it'll go past that. But just in case I have to move away from the chart, that's the 100 moving average is why I'm putting the take profit there. Just initially, just I can move it easily. Can't find OJ. Oh, you're back. I haven't seen you for a while. Can't find OJ. I only use trend lines. I've been trading since trading forex since 2014. So that's about 11 years. And win rate, it doesn't matter win rate. A lot of people have a high win rate, like 95%, and they show you their Lamborghini on YouTube with a 95% win rate, but their losses are bigger than their wins. So they're losing money. Win rate is not important. You can have a 25% win rate and still make lots of money. As long as what you're winning, win rate doesn't mean anything. As long as your wins are bigger than your losses, then you can stay in this game. Oh, I'm losing my internet. Oh, just back there. Okay. Yeah, as long as you're winning more than you're losing, you can stay in trading. So that's it. Okay. Um, Let me just check. Am I 47, 47, 47, 48? 47, 48, 47, 48. That's where I took the trade, and just slightly in a profit. Um, that's because of the spread. I didn't get it quite at the beginning of the candle, and then my stop loss was 47.33, and my first take profit, which I'll move, I'm sure, was 47.65. Just like to have everything in place so I can just forget about it. I can walk away from the chart, or I can get distracted, or, I know everything. There's nothing for me to do now. Uh, it's all on the server, and anything can happen. But I will, if this if this should continue up like we think it might, then of course I'm going to move my stop loss, I'll move my take profit further away. And then, of course, after it moves into my favor, then I will move my stop loss above break even. So let me identify all of these things here. This is my stop loss right there. I do this because I make a copy, and then I put this in my journal. I take a screenshot of all my trades. Okay, that makes sense. So, okay, go back over to MT5, see what we're doing. Yep, a little bit of profit, looking good, and we're on the way. So let's just see how this unfolds during the day. Now, I'm not suggesting or recommending that you go long. That's up to you. You trust your strategy. This is my strategy. Okay, I told you I have a break above and a close above the trend line, so I go long. And I put my stop loss below what we call here now this green line. This is the safety line. If this comes back down and starts going towards the stop loss, well, I could even, I could reverse the trade, but obviously it's not going to continue up. So that's my protection there. That's protecting my capital. Again, I'm not suggesting or recommending you take the same trade. You can if you want to. It's up to you to use good risk management, to manage your own account. Anybody else taking a trade though? These live sessions that I do are for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Let's see right quick what oil is doing. And oil is dropping. Hmm. Well, a little bit, not much. But I expect we might see lower prices. We did get to lower prices yesterday, which was a little bit strange. It got down to $85. But the world has gone crazy. We just have to take it one day at a time, one candle at a time, one asset at a time, one time frame. So I moved up about 25 pips from my entry point. Looks like I keep getting a brief cutout on the internet. Sometimes the internet is not so great at my condo, so I apologize for that. Thank you for sticking in here, those of you that are still here. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or you can message me on Telegram. There's my Telegram ID again, at RickRayFX. Easy to reach out to me. And I know you're all watching your charts. You're looking at trying to decide, should you go short, should you go long, should you take a trade, should you take a break. Okay, what do we got on that? We got, oh, just another 30 seconds on this candle. Okay. And eventually, let me look at MT5. It's too soon now. But what I love to do is put my stop loss above break even, but it's too soon. It's still too close to the entry point. It needs to get away from the entry point before I move the stop loss above break even. That has to be about 100 pips. You have to give it some breathing room. Like if I put my stop loss above break even right now, it's 50 pips. It will come back and hit the stop loss. It will come back and take me out of the trade and then keep going the right direction. So you have to, if you're going to move your stop loss above break even with gold, you need to give it some breathing room. And for me, I've just from experience, that needs to be about 100 pips. And sometimes that's not even enough. Okay, now we're cooking with Presto Light. This is looking better. Okay. Always exciting to be in a positive trade. One day at a time is way too long. You're done in 1 minute. From a nice profit to a loss. Not happy in January. Okay. Everybody has a different strategy, Howard. Everybody has a different way to trade. If you have 100 traders in the room, you have 100 different strategies. And you have to find something that works for you and you stick with that. Don't jump around from strategy to strategy. You got something that works for you, then that's what you follow. I know you're a technical guy, Howard. You like the what is it? Elliott wave, the Fibonacci. Maybe you use the Bollinger Bands. I don't know. Whatever works for you. If you can make profit, then that's what you follow. And this works for me. The trend line strategy, it works for me. It's a good, simple, easy strategy, and it works. One asset, one time frame, one strategy. It makes it easy to focus. I know some people have got 10 different things they're looking at: Euro US, Pound US, Bitcoin, NASDAQ. Some people, oh, there we go. Lost the internet again. Oh, I'm back. Some people are really good at multitasking, I guess. But for me, I can't see how you can focus on so many different things moving so many different ways. Oh, not happy Jan. Oh, not happy Jan is an Aussie joke. Yeah, I haven't been to Australia in, wow, 25 years, 23, 24 years. So I forget some of those phrases. Not happy Jan. Yeah, it's good to learn more than one asset, but don't go bonkers. I see traders with 12 different things on their chart. One, two, okay, maybe three, but don't go crazy trying to trade so many different things. Oh, Howard, down in Port Macquarie. Yeah, I miss Australia. I really had some great times in Australia. I lived there for 5 years, mostly up in North Queensland around Cairns, but I did travel around Australia. Got down to New South Wales, Victoria, even over to Darwin in the top end. Hitchhiked from Townsville to Darwin. Took 7 days. That was a long time ago. Mount Isa in the middle of the outback. Australia is a great place. Okay, coming back down now. That's normal. Nothing goes up forever. Nothing goes down forever. You're going to get pullbacks, retracements. You got to just relax, stay in the game. Okay, guys, I've been here for 45 minutes, and I know I'm probably just talking you crazy. I just want to be here to share my trade with you, share my trade ideas. I hope that that helps you a little bit. And of course, you can reach out to me. I've been trading Forex for more than 10 years, trading the charts for more than 25 years, actually, back when I used to trade options. But anyway, good to chat with you. I hope, trading can be lonely. If we can all be in a group and trade together and share ideas and thoughts, makes it more fun, more exciting. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a successful trade. And remember, I'm here Monday to Friday at the same time. So I'll see you again next time.